Lichtemnine medumen bei.
Cerice on Mare Verga, havergi af.
I wonder how Halfdan fares, now that he sits on the throne.
Moira may know where Halfdan has gone.
Moira, is something wrong?
Weep for Northumbria.
Is it Halfdan? Has he gotten worse?
His heart is broken. He's a mere shadow of himself. With Faravid lost and his brothers away, he wallows in paranoia and sadness.
I could speak with him. Where is he now?
Wandering the fields of Pitteringa with his beloved Beonton.
I'll find him. Thank you, Moira.
Pitteringa is in the east. Just follow the road to Scarborough.
Fishmonger can't sell weak old fish. Where's that husband of yours? Off fishing again?
Show me.
So he says, but the only thing he ever catches is more gambling debts. I fear I...
Eee!
No glory, no hope. Nothing but snow.
Stand up, Halfdan. I'm taking you back to Jorvik. Up, my lord. You're a king. You're not allowed to sulk. Men bled and died to sit you on that throne. So go, sit.
My brother, Ivar. Did he die well?
He died fighting.
You slew my brother and never said a word. You kept this from me.
It was no secret. Abba knew. Did he not?
Leave me.
I will not. I've come to see you safely home. Now, get up.
I mislaid my hammer. I think Beonton ran off with it, but I'm not well, Eivor.
I'll find your hammer. And then you'll come with me.
I was on my way to Scarborough. If you find my hammer, bring it to me there.
Take me, Eivor. Our victories will awe the gods themselves. I stand ready should you have need.
Go, Zulin. There's Bjornson, guarding the hammer. Half-drunk needs his hammer.
Where's that husband of yours? Off fishing again?
So he says, but the only thing he ever catches is more...
The lighthouse. Halfdan awaits. This hammer is not meant to be thrown, Halfdan. Remember that next time.
My father, Ragnar, he gifted this to me. Took it off a Finnish chief. Still warm with blood when he handed it to me. I had 14 winters.
Ragnar Lothbrok was a great king.
A Finnish arrow killed my mother. A shield maiden she was. As fierce as a wolf swallowing the sun. My father swore to kill the men who took her from us. And he did. 14 against 1. But that was years ago in the east. And this is the west, where my father lies dead. A pile of bones in a pit of snakes.
And here we are, still telling stories of his life and deeds.
How did my brother die?
Ivar murdered an innocent man, a good man. He earned the death I gave him.
If the codes of honor demanded his death, he did what had to be done. Beonton, my boy! Come here, boy!
A dog always forgives. But he needs you home. All of Northumbria does.
Do a last thing for me. Light the beacon for all to see, and let it burn.
Be my eyes, Sunan.
Cast about this land, my friend. Show me what lies ahead.
Eivor, over here.
There you are, Gunnar. And with a smile like I haven't seen in some time.
Eivor, thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you've been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here, Bridget, my own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar.
Lavendine da, with my Zigwili.
Good to meet you as well. What do you do around here, Bridget? Except keep Gunnar out of mischief.
Dunar Benikon runes oiriaya chams.
And my Gunnar? What are you going to do with him? Have you a family, Bridget?
Nath mama dad carried evan gilid an anun. Cannon have drews me.
Bridget man power the last high priestess and elderman. They since passed on. But the current elderman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this elderman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim jolch. Yw twa bags of air sich o gwmpas gilydd. A teifor gal clis llawn.
Right, no daylight to waste then, huh?
So the elderman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skull for years to come.
And the Mercians here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger? What have we here?
You know, it's It's getting to the point they'll try most anything.
Hope you don't mind if I pick up where we left off. They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let us bring a few back.
There is the Elderman. Kunan!
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah. Then let's introduce you to Tevdur. Hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be Elderman after Kunan. Tevdur, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick, the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
I am here to hasten my friend's marriage and drink my weight in ale. If friendship comes afterwards, then all the better.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated godright kings for puppet rulers?
So-called puppet kings keep your lands safe and your bellies full. I ask no thanks, only hospitality.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevdur? Cider?
Ah, you must be Eivor. Tevdur, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevdur, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry. So you've come to meet the family, before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan, but your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, and he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves and fangs on the path, a fellow may fall in God's service.
Kunan, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then, by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tefter?
I see I am outmatched. Though a Dane joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Well, shall we then? Samhain. Kunan humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when I am Elderman. Fires and magic, spirits in the air. Gloucestershire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. A festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around.
It lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few. Liked even fewer.
The profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great renewal?
They will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. Not false idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we not going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Canom your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Low in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, king-born. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You are a kinder man than the mask you wear. But you won't be rid of me. I will keep my word to Kunan for your safe return. I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch or turn my back?
Oh Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I will not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Tefter.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Tefter, get to safety. Find somewhere to hide.
Where did they come from?
Go, my eyes.
That was close. Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
It's good I was here to protect you. Maybe Kunan has the eyes of prophecy.
Splood, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely the shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Gloucester. Unless you'd like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Kunan...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks. Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Tefter to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our path was not peaceful. We were accosted by a group of boars.
Odd, but path na usually safe. To the Grievo.
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight, two of you as a pair.
How did Tefter become Cunan's successor? He speaks with his god's fire, but I do not quite believe it.
I watched the Egloi's father as Harden call on Tefter. He believes Mavanaid's quite do.
Tragic that is. But I think the lad can still be molded, Eivor. You might be just the one to do that.
I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest. Skull.
Skull. So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Ni gwisgal an fel y sprydjan and creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Gloucester gives their glut to otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given? Huh. I've only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
It's hardly a disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mary Louved. Now, let's hooden. Become the Mary Louved, the spirit who sings for cake and ale. And you cannot have your cloak back until we leave.
I'll keep this covering, but even a knife to my throat could not make me sing on command.
Shame.
Gunnar, if no one else is dressed... Trick or treat!
What business have you? Oh, the Mary Louid. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Samhain night and the moon is high. Mary Louid haunts my door.
Give me sweets and candied treats, the kind I most adore.
Ha ha! Here then, sweets for the Mary Louid. You've earned it.
Are you playing the role of trickster spirit?
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask and some sweet cakes to turn you into a gentle skull.
I am not going to sing, Gunnar.
Then, through the mist of the night, they saw a woman at the crossroads, dressed all...
Good!
Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our stores so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
Lads getting into their cups, scaring the wee ones. Eivor, my...
I have come to rhyme with you.
In the gloaming, see her roaming hidden neath the hood.
Never knowing who is knocking, wanting something good.
Oh, very nice.
Look at these cakes! Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar! My cakes. Stretch your wings, Suna. Gunnar!
You are either fearless or stupid, boy. to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let him go. We can hood him more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ, him tall.
It's you lot we should be burning alive.
Are you sure you don't want to stay in Gloucester?
They know how to have fun. Spears! My leg!
Gunnar!
Bionavalis McCallum!
Enough! Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg, then.
It's nothing.
Careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Tilukis. Modron's a gumpas to patch this land.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Gloucestershire, but I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gweneth, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salt.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab the worms just to be safe. Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before your return.
Give me strength.
My mam Modron is known am a humor towish gadran.
I'm glad you're all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make merry and try to loosen Tevder's shoulders.
Modron, you don't have to save his leg. I will understand.
That limb will be fine, but no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.
With bitter ale and sweet friends. That is a fine way to end the day. I thought the church condemned this celebration.
I hate the church. Name's Gwalim, and I turned to God just 3 years back.
You look like a man with a past. What were you before you took up the cloth?
Me? A grain farmer. Had to take up the sword a few times to protect my crops.
What brought you to God?
You know you need to change after the third night you wake up britchless in pig shat, with no idea how you got there.
Do you like Gloucester?
Ah, 'tis a beauteous place. Shame they're losing their alderman.
Enjoy the festival, Gwillem.
Ah, perhaps a drink later.
Eivor, there you are.
Tefter.
You're well met. Gwilym here has challenged my honor in a contest of drinks.
Join us. The lad will be easy pickings.
Give me a cup.
Some ale, then.
One for me as well.
Gwillem, the warrior monk. Now we can match wills with a flagon in hand.
Ale is known to blunt even the sharpest of blades, Eivor.
To holy hearths and humid eyes, it is the best drunkenness returns a man to royal reason. Skull.
Keep on! The honor of Gloucester is at stake. I will not leave these lands to one who laps at ale like a cat.
That's foul. Come, lad. The leader of Gloucester should hold more mead than that.
I have seen babes in arms drink a hogshead of ale faster! Drink, man! Drink!
Come on, lad. Show the Dane your mettle.
Good effort, Tefter. This merriment feeds my soul. Here, another drink on me for allies new and old.
Of all the ealdormen I've met, you're the most unburdened. What is your secret?
None. It is well known. The burdens I carry will soon leave this world with me. So drink to my life and death.
Death?
I am to be sacrificed in the Wicker Man as king of the harvest. Like Elderman Simkin before me and all before him.
Horrible barbaric practice. A burnt offering after poor crops. They hope well-fed gods will smile upon them.
Your people are loyal to you, Kunan. Seems a waste to throw your life away.
Their loyalty would falter if I shirked my duties. I will die glorious in flame, not live to further choke my homeland.
A toast, then. To Ealdorman Kunan, joyous and generous. Let each man show him loyalty until he suffers death.
My friends, you are kind to me. I'd like to toast my successor, Tefder. May he wear the horns head high.
Weak. What is this? Water? I feel like Thor chugging oceans. No effect to my head or step.
You heard the man. Give him something stronger.
This'll work faster than any tonic.
Good. Give me visions of all creatures that roam these hills, and the sorehead tomorrow to pay for it.
Wow, that tastes awful. It feels good, though. Eivor, speak true. My feelings be damned. I have been an arse. Do not deny it. And I, for that, I am sorry.
A colossal horse is ours. Yes.
Soft words from a heartless heathen.
Only fiercer than fire among ill friends. I can be very as nice as a spring gale.
And how nice is that?
Tefter, with Gunnar and Bridget's marriage, our clans will unite. But we could join by oath as well.
Oh, yes. My first ally as Elderman. I accept. We shall make an oath. How do we start?
Yeah. The greatest oath. And the greatest union. To the oath!
The treaty! The greatest!
Shh. People are sleeping. More ale to seal our friendship?
This way. Look out for the black sow.
Sow? Like pig?
Flaming pig. Chases you home at night.
Silly words to scare silly children.
You see magic as the stuff of children's dreams.
Perhaps I judge too much. Truths I half believe. Foolishness sometimes takes my tongue. I have to piss.
A great blackness chases stars across the sky in great whirls of color and light. Whoosh!
Here we are. Right inside here.
Tefter! 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 Where are you?
Hell's breath. What happened last night? And the effects of that draft still cling.
Tefter, are you here?
There he is! What is the meaning of this? Blood soaking our soil, and your weapon coated in the same!
Kunin, please. More has happened here than you can see. Give me a right to parley my innocence.
I should have heeded Tevder's misgivings about heathen party guests, and now he has paid with his life. With Tevder gone, Gloucester will be without an elderman. Eye for an eye. Your Raven clan will lose their chieftain.
Get the murderer!
Let's raise my hood here. best to lie low. Blood. Could be Tefter's, if he was the heavy thing being dragged. Muddy footprints. Someone was hiding back here. Willem's pouch. I wonder if it still has his little something stronger. But why is it here? Better hold on to it. This part has been broken, and it's covered in blood. A weapon, maybe. Tefter's bodyguard. Killed by knife. So, what does this lead to? The murderers hid here, lying in wait while we approached that side. They jumped from the shadows to kill the bodyguards. And to disable Tefter. Then they dragged him away. That accounts for everything. Except Willem's pouch of herbs. I'm still unbalanced by Willem's special something. Maybe Mother Modron will know the contents. What do you see?
Terrible business. Poor lad.
I came as soon as I...
Huh? There's Modron up ahead.
Hello again.
Mother, it's the friend of the mangled leg man.
Eivor, you remember?
Indeed. It's a surprise to see you. Is everything quite all right?
No, it's not. I awoke in Tefter's wrecked home. Blood, but no body. Cunan's men are after me for the lad's murder.
Uh-oh. Did you stab him? Mother, can I see?
Blood, but no body? We must see what has happened to him.
Do you recognize the contents of this pouch?
A very unusual blend. There is a druid who uses this mix to aid sleep.
A monk called Gwillem poured some of it into my drink last night. The effects were intense.
Search the houses! Can't have gotten far!
They're coming for you. If they know I've aided you, it'll be my head next.
Can you...
I've seen nothing and no one.
Mother, if the stranger wants more of the herbs, they can talk to the druid Halewyn.
Yes. Halewyn's cabin is on a lake, near where the Cherwell and Great Ouse rivers meet. But he is a strange fish. Rarely does he speak to mortals, preferring the company of spirits. Now, I've business at Rollindrich. Find me there later.
Guards here are vigilant.
For my brother! Die!
Hold on! I'll send you to hell!
Surveying the areas. That must be the home of the druid. The fellow's land is peopled by men of straw. Let's see. Just as Modern said. Maybe I should disguise myself. Have a look, Sunan.
will not speak to you. I am waiting for the spirit. May come.
May not speak to Eivor, but perhaps he will speak to the spirit of the Mary Luid. Aid me. Be my eyes.
If you be mortal, I will not speak to you. I am waiting for the spirit. May come. May come.
May not speak to Eivor, but perhaps he will speak to the spirit of the Mary Luid.
mortal I will not face it. I await the spirit. They come. They come.
You may not speak to Eivor, but perhaps you will speak to the spirit of the Mari Luid.
What see you, old friend?
What do you see, Sunan?
If you be mortal, I will not speak to you. I am waiting for the spirit.
You may not speak to Eivor, but perhaps you will speak to the spirit of the married Lord. I need your eyes, my friend.
Sila,
This man is a Norse warrior, and his body deserves respect. Where is his axe? He cannot go to Valhalla without it.
Hurry ran off with it. Don't hurt us. We didn't mean anything. Please.
I will not harm you. I just want to get this man's axe returned. Where's this boy gone?
Over that way. He was playing with it. Slaying monsters.
Soon, guide me.
Well now,
chewing bill traps. They wait.
Welcome, fair traveler, curious child of his. I am Brendan of Ireland, and through light and voice have these stones spoken to me. Here lies the markings of him, where a second voice, higher than most, spoke to me again. Listen to all I have learned through prayer. Long ago was a great and tragic war. The offspring of gods who lived before the deluge. I pray for these rebel angels who came before.
Go, Sunan.
Show me what lies ahead. Be my eyes, Sunan.
Damned flames! If you be mortal, I will not speak to you. I am waiting for the spirit. They come. They come.
He may not speak to Eivor, but perhaps he will speak to the spirit of the Mari Luvid.
Spirit, you have finally come. Days ago, a passing cloud foretold your arrival with droplets of sun-scented rain. But what form of being are you beneath this guise of horse and bone? From the realm of the Fae? I know you cannot say. I press no more. Whatever you are, the spirits of straw have burst into flame as herald of your arrival. Come this way. Speak to me, O wind.
I've come to ask you a single question.
Something about your demeanor and your physical manifestation now gives me pause. Are you truly a spirit of light?
I am a spirit as any other.
Then prove it. You must know the depths of the world's mysteries before I will help you. Tell me the proper use of charms.
Very well. Ask your riddles.
Which charm is it that gives speech to the dead? Which charm is it that gives speech to the dead?
Give me a measure of time.
Are you a spirit of darkness? If it be not so, come back and try anew.
What are these things he's asking me? There must be trinkets around his house that will help. This symbol is one I've seen carved into shields and headstones. This dagger is placed upside down. Hangman's noose, a knife, and the vile smells of poison. 3 ways to kill someone. Their mouths are open, like they've been screaming secrets. Sabrina watches me from the water below. The statue of a woman, Sabrina, watches me from the water below. What do you see? You may not speak to Eivor, but perhaps you will speak to the spirit of the Mari Luvit.
Speak to me, O wind. Have you found yourself? If you are a spirit of light, answer me this. Which charm is it that gives speech to the dead?
The Skull Soul's charm summons voices from Death's realm.
In such fashion I speak to druids long dead. But of course you, a spirit, would know that. Which charm summons aid for maidens?
Maidens in peril are protected by Sabrina of the Seven.
Sabrina the Water Nymph, yes. Tell me, O being of air and light, which is the charm you would use to leave the past behind?
The Adame dagger cuts our ties with the past.
The upturned blade. Things can be reversed. You know this charm. You are a spirit of light. Mabon be praised. Would you like some bread and cream?
No, just the answer to your question. This herb pouch made its way to Gloucester in the hands of a strange man. Do you know it?
Aye. A mix to help him sleep. I filled this very pouch. And over a dandelion wine, he spoke fondly of his home, Cúth-Lodrin.
Cúth-Lodrin? Very well. I thank you, Haelwyn, but this spirit has others to visit this harvest moon.
Go with the wind and leaves, good friend of the hills.
Cúth-Lodrin. Strange name. Meanwhile, Modron awaits me at the stones nearby. See Modron ahead. How far has the search for me stretched?
Far enough to say it's best you stick to the countryside and wear that disguise. But Tefter's body has not been found as yet.
That night was full of drink and merriment. I do not remember much, but I had no quarrel with Tefter.
A sorry tale. Did you learn anything from Halewyn?
He gave some herbs to a man from Cúth-Lodrin, name of Gwilym. He was drinking with Tefter and myself.
Cúth-Lodrin is the Welsh name for the thieves' warren. It's atop a hill west of here. I can lead you.
I owe you a great deal for all your aid. You did not have to trust me.
Tefder's fate is to my interest as well. This is a troubling development that I hope to get to the bottom of.
Let's make haste, then. I must find Gwilym and regain my honor. This forest. Chestershire feels